Hey guys, welcome back to Market Monday, where we talk about financial markets and stacking precious metals. Metals demand stayed very strong this last week. As I mentioned on Friday, silver almost hit $100, and then it did hit $100. So let's talk about where they closed and what other news happened this week. Gold closed at $4,979.70. That's up $384 from a week ago. That's a massive jump for gold. 5,130 would be the next target. We could see that pretty fast. Where we go from there, it's hard to say. This chart is so hyperbolic at this point, it's hard to put more technicals on top of it, but as stackers, we know it can still go a lot higher with everything going on as far as demand goes right now. Silver closed at $101.33. It traded at a high of $103.53 on that Friday. That's $12.88 higher from a week ago. That's another massive move from silver. We talked about that $96 target, and the next technical move will be right around 115. Now, we think silver can probably go higher from here. Demand has not shrunk from these levels. Online inventory is getting harder and harder to get. There's a 3-week wait time from the time you order it online to actually getting your silver. There's some outfits that are only letting you buy a few pieces at a time right now. So the demand is still very strong and the supply is not very good. The gold-silver ratio this week came in a couple more points and closed right around 48. It didn't move very much, but as you can tell, gold took a massive jump to the upside, so not a lot of movement in the gold-silver ratio. As far as stacking precious metals goes, the last time we bought silver was at $72. I haven't done anything since then, but I'm not afraid to go buy some out here, and I'm probably going to here this week. But I would highly recommend going to a local shop where you can get it in your hand the day you buy it rather than paying for it up front and waiting 3 weeks, because there could be a chance where you may not get it. You might as well get it as soon as you pay for it. Gold is still a good thing to be stacking even at these levels, as we think gold can get much higher than $5,000 long term. Just keep buying it in small increments over time. Stick to the plan. Copper this week closed at $5.94. That's up 11 cents from a week ago. We're still hanging in the top of its upside range, but we're hanging below that $6 right now. Not seeing a lot of new moves right now in the copper market. Lead as well. Lead closed at $2,011. It's down $6.40 from a week ago. It's back in the middle of its range and has been sticking in that price channel of $1,900 to $2,100, and I don't really see it going anywhere outside of that right now. Crude oil closed at $61.07. That is up $1.73 from a week ago. $63.70 would be our next upside target. I don't see it breaking out from there, but we can definitely trade into that level. That's not that big of a leap, and there still appears to be some underlying strength in this market right now. The bonds, there's a lot to unpack in the bonds market this week, not so much in the US Treasuries, but in the Japanese Treasuries. There was a massive sale in the Japanese bond market that caused the yield to go above 4%. It hit 4.2%, I believe, which is unsustainable for the bond markets right now. And they were going to either have to print more yen or get someone to buy their treasuries back and get the yield back down. The Fed has been considering and has possibly already purchased the yen and sold some US dollar, because if the Japanese were not able to get into a more sustainable position, they were going to have to start selling US treasuries, which is not good. This just kind of starts to show the cracks in our current financial system. If one falls, we all fall, and they're all propping each other up. So let's keep an eye on what happens with that this week, and we'll go from there. Bitcoin closed at $89,500, down $6,100 from a week ago. That's sharply lower. Last week we were up 5,000, and this week we're down 6,000. It's still trading in its range, but still seems to be supportive around these areas. Ammo for the week did not move as copper didn't make any new highs and lead moved back lower. So no new moves in the ammo market. That puts 9mm 124 grain ammo at 27 cents and 5.56 62 grain ammo at 48 cents. Keep in mind this is for high quality ball ammo, not your lower grade range ammo. So that's why these prices are a little bit higher, but for this grade of ammo, this is right in the range of where that market trades. Stacking ammo is still really important right now as the ammo market's very steady, so this is where all the opportunity is to continue stacking ammo. We'll keep an eye on the markets this week, and we'll see you soon.